Hello and welcome. In this video, we will discuss PYQs of set theory and Venn diagram. And our first theme will be logical Venn diagram. So before attempting any problem, before solving any question, let's understand what is a set. It might possible that a lot of you know the definition, but let me repeat it. A set is well-defined collection of distinct objects. Mark my words. A set is well-defined collection of distinct objects. For example, let's talk about collection of all the vowels of English alphabets. So we know that in English we are having 5 vowels A, E, I, O, U. Each vowel is well defined and distinct from each other. So this collection is a set. We represent set with the help of curly brackets like this. And if we want to name it, we will use capital letters like X, Y, Z. From A till Z, you can use any capital letters. Now, in this set, this A, E, I, O, U is different elements. So, total number of elements in this set is what? We separate each element with the help of commas in case of a set. Now, remember, in a set, repetition of elements is not allowed. We cannot make a set where you are writing A 2 times. There are plenty of examples of set. Collection of names of all the countries in the world, collection of names of all the states of India, collection of name of all the student of your class. But do remember, if in your class there are 2 Rohits, in the set we're gonna write down only 1 Rohit. Remember it, huh? Apart from that, in a set we do not in a set we do not consider the order of elements. Meaningly, if we are having a set where first element is A, second element is I, third element is O, fourth element is E, and fifth element is U, then these two sets are same sets, equal sets. They are not different from each other. Remember, in set, order of elements does not matter. Okay. Now, what is Venn diagram now? So we can represent sets diagrammatically, and that is done by using Venn diagrams. In Venn diagrams, a set is represented with the help of a circle. And if we want to represent completeness, if we want to represent totality, so we use rectangle or square for it. Now let's understand how to draw the diagram, how to interpret those diagrams properly, and how to answer the problem using those particular diagrams. So we're gonna learn all these stuff with the help of questions directly. So let's solve a problem now. So this is the very first problem. It is your logical Venn diagram. It says in the figure, P represent total count of hardworking people. So you can see in this diagram, we are having 4 circles. One circle is P, one more circle is Q, another circle is S, then there is one more circle, that is R. Now, out of these 4 circles, let's pay attention to circle of P first, and let's try to understand what these digits and different regions of circle P are representing. So, if you pay attention, circle P is divided into, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different regions. Okay. So, 10 is one of the region, 11 is second, 9 is third, 8 is fourth, 7 is fifth, and then this region whose value is not given to us. Now, what different regions of this circle P are representing? First point. For this circle P, if we want to write down total number of people who are hardworking, if we want to answer total number of people who are hardworking, so total number of hardworking people, for that we will add values of all the different reasons that are falling under circle P. So 10 plus 11, 30, 21 plus 9, 30 plus 8, 38 plus 7, 45. So I can say from this particular diagram, total number of hardworking people are how many? 45. And out of this 45, if you pay attention to this 10, so what is this reason 10 is representing here? 10 is representing the count of those people who are only hardworking. They do not have any other trade. So total number of people who are only hardworking, or the people who are not having any other trade than hardworking, is what? 10. What about this 11? What about this 11? This 11 falls under the category, falls under the area of circle P as well as circle Q. So this 11 represent the count of those people who are hardworking as well as those people who are intelligent. I hope guys, how to interpret a Venn diagram is clear to you. Now let's solve this problem. Now we already know that circle P represent the count of hardworking people, Q represent the count of intelligent people, R represent truthful people, S represent honest people. So which reason represent people who are intelligent, honest, truthful, but not hardworking? But not hardworking, meaningly we have to ignore all the values of circle P. So first of all, ignore circle P completely, because we do not need hardworking people in my count, and circle P is representing total number of hardworking people here. After it, in the remaining diagram, pay attention to that part which falls under the category of intelligent as well as honest as well as truthful. Meaningly, we have to pay attention to that reason which comes under the circle of Q as well as S as well as R. So you can see only 6 is justifying this condition. Hence, 6 will be the count of those people who are intelligent, honest, truthful, but not hardworking. Answer is option A. Kindly make a note of it. Hurry up. Okay, let's move on. Next question or next theme is two-set Venn diagram. Again, we're gonna learn this thing with the help of examples. Okay, so let's move on. So this example says there are 100 students in a particular class. So in this question, examiner is talking about 100 students. Okay, so the completeness for this diagram is what? 100. And in case of set theory and in case of Venn diagram, we represent completeness with the help of a rectangle. So this rectangle will represent count of total number of students, which is 100. Next line is 60% student play cricket. 60% student. What is 60% of 100? 60% of 100 is 60 only. So out of these 100 students, 60 student play cricket. Now cricket is a set. So we represent set with the help of a circle. Name of this set is C and total number of elements inside this set is what? 60. 30% student play football. What is 30% of 100? 30% of 100 is 30 only. So out of 100, 30 student can play football. So the value of this complete circle of football is 30. Now this reason, which is formed because of the intersection of cricket and football, this reason will represent count of those students who play cricket as well as football. And as per the question, 10% of the student play both the games. What is 10% of 100? 10% of 100 is 10 only. So 10 represent, this intersection represent that reason who belongs to both, the reason that belongs to cricket as well as football. And this 10 represent the count of those students who play cricket as well as football. Now, if you pay attention to the remaining circle, the remaining part of this cricket wala circle, this remaining, I am highlighting this remaining part with the help of a color. I hope you are able to differentiate it. So this remaining part, remaining region of this circle of cricket, the value of this remaining region of the circle of cricket is, the complete value was 60. So out of 60, 10 were playing football also. This remaining region is 60 minus 10, that is 50. Okay. Now, complete value of this football, circle of football is 30. Out of 30, 10 are playing cricket also. So remaining part of this football, circle of football is 30 minus 10, that is 20. Okay. Now, please pay attention to the next line. What does this 50 indicating here? 50 over here indicating the count of those students who play only cricket. Those students who play only cricket. And what does this 20 indicating here? 20 tells us about the count of those students who play only football. Who play only football. Okay. Now, apart from this, in the universe, in the rectangle, we are left out with one more reason. The reason that is there outside these two circles. In this rectangle, we are left out with one more reason which is outside these two circles. I'll call this reason as none reason, because this reason will represent the count of those students who neither play cricket nor play football. So this remaining reason represents the count of those students who neither play cricket nor football. Okay. So in this way, I can see the complete rectangle has been divided into 4 different parts. So this remaining reason is what kind of reason? This is none reason. None reason meaningly a reason which represent those students who play neither cricket nor football. Now, 50 is first reason. This 50 represent the count of those people who play only cricket, plus 10. 10 is the second reason. This intersection represent count of those students who play both the game, plus 20. 20, third reason, represents the count of those students who play only football, plus this none reason, represent the count of those who play neither football nor cricket. So this entire rectangle has been divided into 4 reasons. And if I add the value of all those 4 reasons, it must equal to the value of entire rectangle, which is what, 100 here. Now solve this. After solving it, you will get none to be equal to 20. Hence the answer of this question is what? Option B. Kindly make a note of it. Let's move on. Next question is, out of 130 students appearing in an examination, I know examiner is talking about a total of 130 students. So the value of complete rectangle will be 130. 62 failed in English. Out of these 130, 62 failed in English. So let's represent this circle with the help of E, and the total count of this circle is 62. So this circle represents the count of those people who failed in English. 52 failed in mathematics. So count of those students, let's say this circle represents count of, this next circle represents count of those students who failed in mathematics. Now, whereas 24 failed in both English and mathematics. Both English and mathematics, meaningly the reason which comes under the intersection of English and football, which comes under the intersection of both of this English and football. This middle reason, and the value of this middle reason is what? 24. It is given here. Okay, so the number of students who passed finally, who cleared the exam finally. Now, the entire English was 62. Out of 62, 24 are failed in maths also. So 62, the value of remaining reason will be 62 minus 24, which is 38. Okay, and the value of remaining reason of this is math, right? Who failed in math? Let's say this is math. The number of students who failed in math is 52 total. Out of 52, 24 are failed in English also. So 52 minus 24 is the value of remaining reason. 54 minus 24 is 28. You can add them, huh? Now, apart from these two circles, if you pay attention to the remaining reason, apart from these two circles, if you pay attention to the remaining reason, so this remaining reason represent the count of those students who are neither failed in English nor failed in mathematics. Neither failed in English nor failed in mathematics, or none reason. Failed in neither of the subjects. So this none reason, let me highlight it. I hope you can see this none reason. Huh? Now, this none reason represent student who fail neither in English nor in maths. So if student is not failed in English as well as not failed in math, it means he has cleared both the exam. Meaningly, he has passed both the exam. So in this particular question, the none reason will represent the count of those people, or the count of those students who passed both the exams. Okay, now let's solve this. So 38 is the count of those students who failed only in English. 24 is the count of those who failed in both. 28 is the count of those who failed only in mathematics, plus none is the count who failed in none of these. Or I can say none is the count of total number of past student also. And this entire rectangle was divided into 4 regions. So sum of values of these 4 regions must equal to 130. So if you solve this, so over here, now none will comes out to be equal to 38 plus 28, 38, 46, 64, 64, sorry, 66, 66, 70, 90. So it becomes 130 minus 90, which comes out to be equal to 40. So 40 student has cleared the exam. Kindly make a note of it.